Okay, thank you. Thank you for tuning in to the Trade, Travel, and Tourism Committee. Today is Tuesday, November 20th. I'm Chairman Joe Buscaino. Thank you for joining us. I believe Mr. Bond is going to join us here shortly. But let's begin. Then once he gets here, we can reconsider the items. So we'll take items 2 through 6 on consent and move those to council, and we'll hear item number 1. If you can read that into the record, please. Item number 1 is before us.
Item 1, motion Buscaino and Martinez instructing the LA DWP to report relative to land swap negotiations with the Port of Los Angeles, the next steps required to execute the land swap agreement, any outstanding roadblocks preventing the execution of the land swap agreement, and the capacity of and current and future usage of the LA DWP tank farm in Wilmington.
Wonderful. So I believe we continue to have significant progress. Masoud's here, and Eric Martel. Masoud from the DWP and Eric Martel from the Port of Los Angeles. So how are we doing since we last had a check-in 2 weeks ago?
So we had the agreement on the 3-1-1, 3-year plus 2-year option, and the port gave us all their comments last Thursday afternoon. And we went through it. There shouldn't be any issues. Right now, it's with our attorneys right now.
Got it.
Go through it with our city attorney. So there, but I don't see any issues there.
Okay. So now it's on. It's back to you. It's you guys. Okay. It's to the DWP.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Martel.
We should be able to finalize it, I'm hoping, by our next meeting.
Okay. And well, I think this is our last meeting of the year, right, Dennis?
We have one more in December.
One more in December. Okay, fantastic. Okay, good news. Mr. Martel, anything from the port?
No, we're just going to need your help in the street vacations on Friesen and 8th Street and Lagoon Avenue.
Okay, you have that commitment from my office. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Appreciate the report back, and we'll see you in a couple weeks with hopefully finalize this issue. Thank you so much, especially on 3-1. Okay, now we'll take general public comment. I'd like to welcome Bruce Jefferson to come forward. Good afternoon. Can you check on?
He's on his way up.
My name is Bruce Jefferson, and on behalf of all the warehouse workers in Warehouse Resource Center, we thank you for your support. And the problems are still ongoing there at Cal Cottage. Nothing has changed. And the supervisors now and management, they're standing outside intimidating the workers so they don't get to hear our side of the story out there, or let them even talk with any organizer from the Teamsters. This is an ongoing situation there, steadily breaking the law, You know how it goes. If I break the law, where I end up, and they keep on breaking the law, day after day, week after week, fines still going on. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your presence. Ruben Sierra. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, council member. Just wanted to thank you for your leadership on the ongoing issue going on at the Port of LA within the Cal Cartage Company. My name is Ruben Sierra. I'm with the Warehouse Worker Resource Center. As you know, there's continuous law breaking going on at the Cal Cartage warehouse. This company has continued to break the law since the NFI took over in October 2017. This is why the workers continue to take action and will continue to take action along with community members. NFI has a track record of violating health and safety violations not only in LA but in the Inland Empire and also in Illinois. They also have a track record of racial discrimination at their warehouse in Illinois. The forklifts at the warehouse continue to not operate appropriately. There are no brakes that function properly, putting safety at a high risk. Management refuses to give workers assistance with a request on the team lift. Boxes clearly say that there needs to be a team lift when it's 70 pounds or over. They're denied this team lift. Management continues to intimidate workers, and we hope that you can finally resolve this issue.
Thank you for your presence. Trina Traylor. Oh, you just walked in. You want a minute? Why don't you give yourself a minute? Jessica Durham, and then Trina, you'll follow Jessica, okay? And you'll be our final speaker. Ms. Durham, welcome.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. We just, for the record, we have Mr. Bonin now that's joined us. Thank you. Who has joined us? Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jessica Durman, the director of the Ports Campaign at Lane. We're part of the Our People, Our Port Coalition. I'm just here today to thank the committee and especially Councilmember Buscaino for your leadership as committee chair in addressing the many issues facing port truck drivers and warehouse workers. It takes courage to stand up and do the right thing for workers, and your ongoing efforts over the past year to identify solutions to the systemic law breaking at the ports through this committee and in partnership with the Economic Development Committee, and also to do the right thing for our city and for our port as a whole, and taking action last month to protect the port's proprietary interest and prevent labor disruptions at Cal Carthage. And ultimately, all of these actions help our community as a whole, because when both our workers and our economy thrives, our communities thrive. So again, we just want to thank you for your ongoing leadership on these very important issues.
Thank you, Ms. Rowe. Thank you for your presence. Trina Traylor just walked in the room 30 seconds ago, but here she comes. Good afternoon.
Hi, hello. My name is Trina Traylor, and I represent the Los Angeles Black Workers Center, where we advocate for quality jobs for black people in the community by trying to end the black jobs crisis. Currently, 50% of us are unemployed or underemployed, and we are part of the Warehouse Workers Coalition. We first like to thank the committee, especially the chairman. I hope I don't butcher your name.
It's okay. It's been done before.
Busciano.
Not even close to as bad as I've heard.
Actually, that's not
For your
bad.
leadership in addressing the law breaking at the port. We stand in solidarity with the Cal Cartridge warehouse workers in their fight for dignity and respect at the workplace. Over half the workers at the Cal Cartridge are African American men workers who have recently filed a complaint with the DFEH. And I'm sure everybody knows the problem with the DFEH. They are backlogged, understaffed, and Trump is trying to defund it. Allegedly, racial discrimination claims against black workers. Workers have gone on strike many times over the many labor violations at Cal Cartridge, and we will continue to stand with them until they win justice.
Thank you. Thank you for your time. So appreciate the testimony here, and I'm proud of the work that this committee has done in full city council, which overwhelmingly and unanimously rejected the permit, and it's now in the hands of the Port of Los Angeles. This is a workers' rights issue. We're here not to kill any one job at this site, but we have to do all we can to address the ongoing wage theft, recognize the fact that this company has paid out millions of dollars in litigation. So we're hopeful that the port works alongside NFI to come to some resolution and demand that we no longer have work stoppages here. So I really appreciate your presence and your testimony. So now that we have Mr. Bonin here, we do have a quorum. I would ask that we reconsider items 1 through 6. Mr. Bonin, would you like to hold any of these items on the desk?
Nope.
Okay, so with that, with Mr. Bonin, we will approve items number 1 through 6.
Continue number 1.
And, we'll do continue at number 1. We got one last item standing with LADWP. Thank you, Mr. Clerk. So we will continue item number 1 and hear that in 2 weeks when we reconvene. And then on consent, myself and Mr. Bonin, we will approve items 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to send those to council.
Very good.
Anything else on the desk?
None.
Very good. We're now adjourned. Thank you.